Hello everyone, this is Micoy, back at it again with some more TLT stuff, and this time I'm joined by, as always,
PokeArt2004.
I feel like it's now becoming a commonplace now that you are a regular co-host with me.
Yes.
Alright, let's check, now we're gonna talk about the round 1 matchup since they've already been posted, and a match has already been played, so apologies if I didn't get this out earlier, but we're here, we're ready to go, we're making our predictions right now for each of these players. If you haven't checked it out yet, you can watch the tier list where we rank all the players from S tier to D tier. So now, pitted against each other, who will win the esteemed TLT 5 championship? Guess we're about to find out. Alright, first off, we got the number 1 seed Excelsior against the number 32 seed Zakua. How do you think it's gonna go?
Wait, what?
First
What
off,
did you say?
Excelsior versus Zakua. How do you think this is gonna go? Because we all pretty much know who is gonna win.
Yeah, do you even have to ask?
Yeah, and judging from the tiers that he's played, I don't know if he posted? Yeah, he posted the tiers that he's gonna play, which is LC, Monotype, and OU. Which, I'm surprised, because Zakua didn't lock Ubers, even though, honestly, his most decent tier is Ubers, and yet he didn't lock it.
What did he lock?
I don't know, maybe Mono? I think he locked Mono. And meanwhile, Excel.
Well, I don't know if I've ever really seen Oxo play OU or Mono, but
Me neither.
I don't care. He's winning anyway.
This is gonna be a 2-game series at best, and Excel's gonna win.
Hey, you never know. Zoka could get a good MU in Mono.
Just making my bets, just hedging my bets. If Mono gets played, then yes, Zakua may have a good matchup and maybe be able to win.
Oh yeah, true.
But
if Mono gets played.
Yeah, but in terms of like face value, looking at LC and OU, you can pretty much tell that Excelsior has the advantage.
Oh yeah, Mr. Undefeated last BLT in LC.
How much is that gonna carry over? Because Zigzagoon got recently banned, which I'm very salty about.
Ha, Zigzagoody speed spammer.
I like my Ziggy. Oh well. All right. So speaking of,
I never used it.
Hey. But it's a good revenge sweeper, okay? Anyway, Siphicon versus Danny. This will be close. I thought they already played, but no. This will be very, very close.
I'm saying Danny wins.
I'm also gonna say Danny wins because from
the YSB stands for You So Base.
Ooh, that's a pretty good take on Danny right here. And judging from the tiers that they picked, Mono, LC, and NU, you can pretty much have a headcanon on how the game is gonna get played out. With like you can imagine it in your head how the game gets played out.
I know, but I'm sorry, that's just not normally where I would hear that word.
Okay. So Danny easily best NU. Can easily win NU. I believe Siphicon picked Mono, I wanna say, or LC. I think LC.
That would make that seems right.
Knowing Siphicon, would probably pick LC. But yeah, Danny, this will go to 3 games, and Danny will have the advantage. Because I think Danny, despite how good Siffy is, Danny's just a little bit above a step over Siffy.
And if I'm not wrong, isn't Danny actually good in LC too?
Oh yeah, I've seen him play against Luthier in a room tour in LC. It was very close. Luthier still won, but it was very close. It was like down to 2-0.
Oh, okay.
So you can tell that Danny has got some edge that can go toe-to-toe with some of the best here.
So yeah, I'm thinking Danny Yuso based is gonna win here.
Based Danny is gonna
Sci-Fi
win.
Con would probably argue that the YSB stands for You So Bad.
Oh, we're gonna see if the B stands for based or bad after we watch the matches. Okay, next up.
Don't let me down, Danny.
Yeah. Next up, Stareel versus Halaman95. Do we need to say anything further? What?
Wow, we didn't even say who we think wins, and you're already saying, do we need to say anything else?
Well,
all we need to say is what the match is, and that's it.
Yep. Yep. Move on to the next one. But yeah, Stareel, definitely one of my top 3 picks to win the whole thing, because he's that versatile.
Yeah, Mr. Runner-up for TLT last year.
Mm-hmm. And he's I think he's won also that.
And there's no Luthier this time.
Mm-hmm. So it could
means
it could be a clear road for Stareel for this year.
Yeah,
and he's also
might get far.
He's also won the Charity Bowl event that happened a couple of weeks ago. So that's what I've heard. Anyway, so yeah, you can tell that Stareel has pretty much is on his game right now. He's riding the hype train, and poor Halaman, while decent in terms of room tours. I mean, come on, he was my partner back in BLT when we won with the Swamperts. But for his experience as both these players are, I think Stareel definitely has the clear advantage.
Yeah, I've seen Halaman back in the day, and I feel like he was better back in the day.
Oh yeah, he was in his prime back in 2019.
Yeah.
He was constantly topping the leaderboard and such, but age can catch up to you.
You don't know how old he is.
In terms of PS, not in terms of IRL. Anyway, there's a definite win here.
You say that, but then there's Jiren.
Well, Jiren's not competing this year.
I'm just talking about. Jiren's been around for a while. I'm just saying.
I know he was in TPP. He was with the winning team. So yeah, we definitely know. All right, moving on. Tangent aside. Next up is Failburbit 21 versus Tote.
The 21 isn't listed here.
Well, that's probably because of a name change, but it's another case of experienced versus newcomer. So who do you think wins?
Honestly, maybe leaning Philbert a bit.
That's what I was thinking. Philbert, from the room tours he's competed, and also from the cycle he's qualified in, Philbert, yeah, he plays stall, but he's been able to take stall and push it up to the next level, similar to how Stareel was back in the day with his own stall. Philbert was able to stall in lower tiers, especially in PU and NU and such. But yeah, Philbert definitely has a shot. I don't know how is he gonna do in round 2, but for round 1's sake, Tote may be good, but Philbert, I think generally the better player.
What do you mean you don't know how he's gonna do in round 2? Who's he facing in round 2?
I mean, if you look at the bracket wise, it's paired up for whoever is round 2. It's for example, Excelsior versus Zakua, winner of that faces the winner of Sificon versus Danny YSB, and etc. It's ordered like that, which is pretty neat. Thanks to the bracket makers.
Okay.
So yeah, going back, Philbert, I think he listed his playing tiers as being UU, LC, and RU, which, is an odd choice of tiers, but I've seen Philbert play stall in all of these, and I can definitely say that, yeah.
Even LC, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I think he has an LC stall team. Not sure, but yeah. I'm just gonna have to check again his replay scouter for that.
UURULC, you said?
Yeah, that's what it
Does
says
Toad
in the.
play any of those?
I don't know. Not really. I'd say like Toad can Ubers and OU more than these tiers, so he's gonna have a problem with this.
Yeah, I was a little shocked to hear that. What did he lock? What did he lock of those?
Do I dare check the Smogon profiles of both these machines? Let's see. If they did, then this could be pretty interesting. I think Failbert locked LC. And then let's see here. Previous comments.
Okay, yeah, looks like Toad locked UU, Philbert locked LC.
Okay. Interesting lock for Toad. Like, I never expected Toad to lock UU out of all these. I was thinking DOU, I was thinking Ubers. No?
Yeah, I always thought Toad was an OU guy.
Yeah. I guess the intimidation level and the expertise of the opponents on knowing how to do these tiers may have come into factor when locking tiers. So,
anyways,
next up we have Udon Girl versus Notten Hacker, two newcomers to, well, not newcomers as in, because Notten Hacker competed last year in TLT and Udon Girl was in BLT, but in terms of the scene, they are fresh blood.
True.
So who do you think wins? Because I'm kind of split.
I'm not really sure.
So I see their locks as UU, RU, and DOU. Which
one of these plays DOU? Oh wait, non-hacker.
Non-hacker plays DOU, and I think that plus UU, I think, might give non-hacker the advantage. So I'm gonna slightly lean towards non-hacker.
Fair enough. I'm a big fan of Udon Girl's team choices.
Especially in BLT. I mean, we talked about it already in the tier list video, but again, Udon Girl, just have a little more variety in your team building. Especially an individual team tour like this. So
I never said anything about variety. I just said I don't really like their team choices.
Well, we'll see. We'll see when the matches get played. All right, next up.
Yeah, I played against non-hacker last year.
Mm-hmm.
And
how was it? As a veteran.
He definitely gave me a run for my money.
It was very close.
When he plays his best, he can be good, and I think he should win versus Udon Girl, unless Udon Girl pulls out some crazy team to like completely bluff Notten Hacker the entire game to just win. Like it's going to be a 6-mon choice team, and Notten Hacker's gonna just lose to it because he won't realize.
Oof!
That's like all HP, no speed, all choice.
I think that was shade at you, Cheese555. Anyway, yeah, non-hacker slightly leaning because from the experience from TLT last year, may carry over to TLT this year and promptly gives him the advantage. Next up, though, oh god, next matchup, Crying versus Frostpixel. There's no way.
Oh boy.
All right, so let's look at what they locked. Alright, let's look at what Frostpixel and Crying locked. And they locked OU, DOU, and NU. Oh boy. I can only see this being a curb stomp and a half. So I'm going to say that Crying will ultimately win. Because Crying, no stranger to OU, has done well for themselves in some OU tours here on Smogon. Was also part of, I think it was SCL or SPL, not sure, but some big tour. So you can definitely tell Crying has the experience. And in terms of doubles, Crying's topped the doubles ladder tour. So they definitely have some experience in doubles as well. So I don't think. Now, Frostpixel, doubles is his best tier. But Crying is significantly better and has adapted to doubles in order to ensure that they stay versatile towards every tier that they participate in. Because Crying's a very versatile player. So, yeah. Crying to win in possibly 2 to Frostpixel. I'm sorry, Frostpixel, you're a good player, especially in doubles. You can kick my ass whenever you want, but Crying is just significantly better. One of my top 3 to win. So, yeah. Should be a fun one. Okay, well, so what were you about to say about Crying versus Frostpixel?
You said my real name on the thing. Make sure to edit that out, please.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'll edit it out. Anyway, I've already given my spiel on Crying versus Frostpixel. What about you?
Well, I would just like to say, did you say possibly 2 games? No, it's not.
Definitely?
Possibly, it is.
Definitely? That's gonna be a curb stomp for the ages then.
Yeah, Frostpixel, if you're hearing this, I don't think locking doubles was the. I don't know if that was the best move. Your opponent's actually really good in doubles.
Yup. Doubles ladder tour topper. I know.
Personally, I try to lock the tiers that my opponent's weak in.
That is tactics, as we like to call it.
Or just not really maining any tier in particular, and just trying to aim for the weak points of my opponent.
That's what being an all
better chance of winning.
That's what being an all-arounder is all about.
A lot, actually.
So yeah, Crying to win. Next up is Crunchman versus Run 5. Now, the tiers that they locked are NU, doubles OU, and OU.
Wait, doubles OU, and NU?
Yeah, the same. Yeah, that's the same tiers that Crying and Frostpixel had. Crunchman and Ron 5 are gonna have as well.
Huh.
So funny how that works.
Funny.
Anyway, Crunchman to win?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ron 5, more like gone. Bye.
Well, Ron wouldn't certainly go down without a fight, because we've already talked about how much Ron has improved since, coming to the plaza scene, coming to the toy scene.
Oh, yeah, definitely, but, and ignore my joke, because he can't even get knocked out right now, because it's double elimination.
So yeah, Ron 5 definitely pretty decent right now, but Crunchman is going to advance. First TLT for both of them, and it's strange to see them paired up, but you know, that's the luck of the draw.
It's obvious what Crunchman locked, but what did Ron lock? OU or NU?
I'm gonna have to recheck that. Hold on. Alright, so we learned that Ron actually locked NU.
Okay, yeah, makes sense, because Crunch is actually kind of good at OU.
Yeah, very good
at OU. I know.
Well, it was pretty unfortunate that neither Crunch nor Ron banned OU from their tiers. So, yeah. Ron should have thought a little bit too ahead. Because we've seen Crunchman perform in OU. I mean, look at TPP, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, Crunchman to win. Next up, Lucas Joel versus Ninja.
You're recording again, right?
I am recording again.
Okay.
Alright, so Lucas Joel versus Ninja. Do we know much about Lucas Joel 1?
In terms of tiers, no.
No, not me as well. So, Ninja takes this easily. Preferably in 2 games, but but we'll see what happens. I think they also posted what they locked. Not sure. Oh, there you are. NU LC OU. Yeah, Ninja.
I'm pretty sure Ninja's decent at
all of these.
At like all 3 of those.
All of these Ninjas absolutely goated at. So Ninja's not gonna have a hard time with this one.
Yeah, this will probably be a 2-game series.
And this one's the most. This one's more of a pitch a shutout than Crying versus Prospectful. So you can see the level of trust we have on these players.
Yes.
Anyway, so Ninja's gonna win, preferring 2 games. Next up, Elfuzon versus Mount Moonsault. Kind of a hype match. Kind of a sleeper highlight match.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say it's a hype match.
Yeah, it's a sleeper one. Many people don't know who Elfuzon is, but from what we've seen from Elfuzon, especially from the first cycle, he can absolutely bring it in turn against some of the more esteemed regs of the tours room. And Mal is Mal, so.
Would you say both of these players are basically players who don't really have a main?
Yeah, I would say.
Like kind of good all-arounders?
Yeah, they're very versatile in each and every tier that they play. Mal especially.
Which makes them good grinders.
So it's going to be a pretty close match. This is definitely going to go to 3 games. Like, there's no way this is going to go to 2. Because if it goes to 2...
Yeah, this is a battle of all-around grinders.
Because if it goes to 2, I'll be very disappointed in both of them. So,
Really? You'd be disappointed in the winner of
yes.
Of it?
Because they didn't give us a good show. So who do you think wins?
Maybe Elfuzon?
You're gonna favor Elfuzon? I really can't tell because it's 50-50 to me. Maybe I'm slightly leaning towards Elfuzon because Mal has been kinda neutered ever since last year. So
yeah, Mal feels washed.
I mean, Mal has sufficiently downgraded his stock.
Elfuzon has been doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, especially in Smogon, because I've heard that he's done a lot of Smogon stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, so Elfuzon definitely to win here, in our opinion. So there you go.
Do we know what tiers they're doing?
No, they haven't posted their tiers yet. Maybe they did on Smogon, but I'll have to check later. Anyway, next up. This is the memeiest.
They didn't post their tiers yet, but I know what they locked.
They memed. The memeiest meme who ever memed. The spicy matchup of the week. Trade versus El Cap.
Oh. I'm just saying, Elfuzon Mal did not post their final tiers,
Yeah.
but they do have their locks.
Oh, they do? What is it?
It was actually about 20 or so hours ago now, but they oh wait. Alfizon actually replied only about an hour ago. Okay,
Whoa.
Mal locks DOU.
Okay, I can
see.
Interesting. I guess both.
Our final tier is undecided.
Okay, so Mal. I can see Mal doing DOU. I can see Alfizon doing LC because both of them have relative experience in both their respective tiers. So I can see. I really can see a 3-game series.
Yeah, I get the feeling Mal will win DOU, Alfizon will win LCM, whatever else is picked.
And then the third tier is decided.
And even then, it could go either way.
Just depends on the team choices or if you get Hackster bad matchup. The combo of tours.
The combo of Boyne's fate.
Oof. Don't jinx him yet. We're gonna talk about Blimek versus Ainsgrad later. But now let's get on to the meme matchup. Trade versus LCap. Their lock tiers. They have their locks. LC, Ubers, Monotype.
Man.
You can pretty much tell who lost.
I was hoping they would be playing OU.
Yeah, same here.
But I guess LC, Ubers, and Monotype have potential for LCAP to bring HO.
Every tier will play HO. Every tier. I mean, the game with Maki last year.
Yeah.
They'll do the same. And yeah, that was that included OU. But this one, you can pretty much tell the trade is clearly the better option, especially in Ubers and in LC.
Yes, but remember, some cheese can go a long way.
LCAP will probably win mono in that regard.
Weird team choices can allow lesser players to bring down better players.
This is true. So yeah.
But do you remember how Team Charm beat Luthier?
That game didn't even matter.
It did not. But he still beat Luthier with weird
teams. It was still funny. And I'm ashamed that they didn't match up again. Did they?
They did not.
Shame.
Because Charm lost to his rematch of Sterile.
Meh. Oh well. Anyway, for segueing from last year, this year, trade clearly the better option. Oh, please to God that this goes to 2 games.
No. 3 games. 3 games of HO.
God. Trade, you better build another HO to counteract LCAP's HO.
Give us something that's on
Give us good memes.
Sensei Axu versus Team Charm.
Give us memes. Give us good memes for this year, okay? Okay. Next.
LCAP, I believe in you.
Oh, okay. Next up, Gray versus PokeArt. This one's a personal highlight for me because I know both these players so well. And I've teamed with both in the past in terms of team tours. Gray's a very experienced machine. Like, he's been winning tours in Smogon all throughout. He just won the World Cup. He was semifinalist with the Absols in TPP, and now look at this. One of the favorites to win TLT, period. And PokeArt, as I mentioned, you perform well under pressure. You perform well against some of the best players in the league. Just ask BLT to see what happened to you there. So, yeah. This one, I don't know. Have you locked tiers yet?
No, he just pinged me in the Discord saying, right now.
Will you know John him? Of course not.
No, we legit can't. We didn't lock tiers.
Oh well. You haven't even locked tiers yet, so I don't even know what they lock. So we're just gonna have.
And I'm honestly not even sure what I'll lock.
So I hate having to predict against you, but clearly Gray is the favorite to win because everyone says that Gray has the experience, but I'm not really. But here's a controversial take. I will say Gray will win, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a shutout. I think it's going to be like 60-40.
Oh, it's clearly not going to be that much of a shutout. I played against this guy plenty back in the day.
Yep.
He wasn't as good back then, but I beat him plenty.
No, he was still good back in the day. I still noticed Gray was good back in the day.
Oh, we were like pretty even back then, though.
He just raised up his stock this year.
He just drastically improved over the years.
He's greatly
drastically improve.
Yeah, he's like if we were to auction him off for BLT, he would probably be a 40K at this point because it's Gray.
I don't think anyone's gonna go for 40K like as an actual serious bid. As a non-meme bid.
Yeah. Nope, but knowing the Taurus community, they will probably do that. Anyway. So yeah, this is gonna go to 3 games. And,
The problem is I got no idea what to lock and what to eliminate, because Gray's good at plenty of things.
So
does he play doubles? Please tell me he doesn't play doubles.
I don't know if he can play doubles, but if he does, oh shoot.
If he does, I'm screwed.
Oh well. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens between Gray and PokeArt and see what happens there. Next up, this is a match everyone has been hyping as well. I see the Richard Pepper versus Arse9, which they were both.
Why are people hyping this? Arse9's just gonna win in 2.
Yeah, but everyone's been praising the Richard Pepper. Everyone.
Okay, I can't blame them. Richard Goat Pepper. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's in the name, Goat.
Goat.
I just said it.
Goat. They were teammates during the Banders, Therians, and TPP. And they also have really good records from BLT this year, with Richard getting a 7-1 in Monotype.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, remember? You were teammates with them! We were teammates with Richard in the Puchianas, remember? 7-1, I think, in Monotype. Maybe that, or 8-1, not sure. But meanwhile, Arse9 is like 7-2, another really good record. He was part of my team, so yeah. Yeah, Arse9 definitely a win here. Let's just see if they have posted their respective tiers. Yep, they did. Mono. We were talking about what records Richard didn't have.
I would just like to say, what are you talking about with Richard being 7 or 8-1? Like, what? We didn't even play that many weeks.
In Monotype? Really? 6-1 then?
The Poochies were out before the playoffs. It's not even possible for Richard to be 7 or 8-1.
I don't know. I don't remember the record. You're the You were part of a team. What was his record? Okay, what was his record back in?
His record was 5-2.
5-2. Okay. Big mistake there, but okay.
It's fine to get it wrong, but it's not even possible for him to be 7 or 8-1.
Meanwhile, Arse9 had a good record as well as part of my team in the Celestelas, gaining I think a 6-1 in BLT.
Yes, that was the one thing the Celestelas dominated at.
Hey, we had Steriel, we had Prodon.
Yes.
But we just suck at the other tiers. That's why.
Yeah, I have no idea how your team sucks so much when your team was like legit one of the best on paper.
We just had bad luck. We just had bad luck all throughout this tier, and that's been the story for us Celestials this year. But you know, Arstein was one of the diamonds in the rough, and he is again another top 3 to win the whole damn thing. So yeah, Arstein, this could go 3 games. I could see this going 3 games because
Wait a minute. The way this is listed, my match is listed right above Arsenine, which means
you can see PokeArt versus Arsenine 3.
No.
PokeArt versus Arsenine the third.
I actually would not mind losing to Gray now if it means I don't get to face Arsenine
Oh
again.
shoot! Gray versus Arsenine round 2? Holy!
Yo.
Hot! The hot spicy matchup there. Anyway, Arsenine, I could see.
That also means me versus Richard Pepper.
Well, it may be a loser's bracket, but it'll still be a fun matchup. That's still a fun matchup. Anyway, Arsenine, Richard Pepper could go 3 games. I could see Arsenine winning RU. I could see Richard Pepper winning Mono, and then Arsenine's gonna pretty much dominate LC.
But my god, I've never really gotten too far in these. Like, the furthest I ever got in a TLT was literally last year when I made playoffs because of the Swiss format.
Yeah. Never bringing.
And even then, I got Arsenine the first round of the playoffs.
I feel so bad for you. You getting Arsenine. But you don't.
Then there was a couple TLTs ago where I got Arsenine kind of early on and lost.
I think it was
he knocked me out of the tour.
It was before Sword and Shield. Before Sword and Shield ever came out, that was the TLT before Sword and Shield. So yeah. Arsenine.
A while ago.
So yeah, Arsenine definitely the winner, and he will meet Gray in probably a spicy matchup.
But Jesus Christ, he's in my bracket again.
Eesh. Well, we could see PokeArt Arsenine 3, okay?
I don't want that. I don't want to, no.
Trilogy.
I beat him in LC last time. I won't have that luck again.
Who knows? Lightning can strike twice.
He got good in LC. Well, he got good in LC. I won't have the same luck.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that Arsenine majestically improved in LC especially. So, yeah, Arsenine definitely a favorite to win. Next up is a match that already happened, and I'm sick. Mishama versus Wesh. They played in NU and PU, and it was pretty much Disem dominating that matchup.
I didn't see the matches yet. Did you?
I saw the replays.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I didn't see the matchup. They played like what, 7 a.m. my time. So yeah. According to the thread.
They did not. They played like 10 a.m.
Oh, I missed that then. No one linked. That's it. I'm tour banning anyone who's not linking their matches. Anyway.
I mean, I was awake too.
I know.
Yeah, they clearly just didn't link.
Anyway. Mishamu easily dispatched Wesh, because I really expected Wesh to pretty much do well for this one, but unfortunate matchup.
It's double elimination, Micoy.
I know. I just felt like he's gonna be part of the winners side, not necessarily the loser side. So yeah, Wesh could have another opportunity in the losers bracket. He'll come back from there.
Yes, as long as JR Smash exists, there's hope.
Hi, JR Smash. Anyway, next up, now, here it is, Blimax versus Ainscrad, which a lot of people have ranked Ainscrad at A tier, which kind of surprised me, but is understandable, because I know Ainscrad is good.
Point is decent, yeah.
But he's up against Blimax.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Uber's is Boyne's best tier, and Blaymax is good at Uber's.
Blaymax is very good at Uber, and at any other tier, Blaymax can easily dominate a match, whether that be stall, whether that be offense, or just plain old balance. Blaymax is easily one of the best players in this pool, and I think this will go. Do I want to go through 2 games or 3 games?
I'll say I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 3 games.
Same here. So yeah, 3 games makes more sense, because Boyne is good. So yeah, Blaymax to win, but I would not count out Ainsgrad just yet. So,
okay.
Next up, PCD versus Skimmy the God. So, I believe that's another their matches. I don't know if they exactly linked their matches or their choice luck tiers.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not yet.
Nope. So these are 2 qualifiers from Cycle 1, and they've done quite well. PCD being the veteran, and Skimmy God being the newcomer, being an Indian World Cup player.
Oh, I did not know that.
So yeah, you can tell pretty much that Skimmy God is good in Ubers, but PCD does better in lower tiers, and he's done pretty well. So I think PCD is gonna take it in 3.
Yeah, that seems fair. It'll depend on the tiers, though.
Pretty much experience for PCD, pretty much, and his versatility in the lower tiers will counteract what Skimmy has been doing in Ubers. And not saying that Skimmy God is a bad player. It's just in the lower tiers, I don't think he's as good at PCD. And finally, the match I'm dreading: Valor versus Miminger. So this one's pretty interesting. I don't see them locking. I don't see they lock tiers though. Oh no, they did. OU, Ubers, and you. I'm surprised.
Oh no.
I'm surprised that Miminger didn't lock LC or doubles, because I thought those 2 tiers would be his lock.
Yeah, I mean there aren't a lot of great doubles players in this pool, so if you can play doubles, locking it might be good.
Yeah, but Balor, strong OU player, pretty much mid in everything else. So I think, who would you pick in this situation? I want to say
Valor's the better player in general, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Miminger takes in 3.
I'm gonna go Miminger in 3, because I've seen a lot better performances from Miminger from the room tours and from the cycle he's qualified for. I've seen a lot from Miminger.
You thinking he's done better in more tiers?
Yeah. Balor has OU down, good, but against in Ubers, it's a toss-up, and in NU, Miminger got that. In OU, Balor's got that. But in Ubers, that I think is the crucial tier that could decide whoever wins there.
You think Miminger's got NU down?
I think either that or Ubers, or I'm just switching it around. And NU could be the crucial tier. Who knows?
NU's not a difficult tier to pick up, like Phantom said, and I actually agree. It's not too difficult.
I agree as well. Like, NU's very NU is the normie tier. It's the very bog standard tier. So yeah. That's all for the predictions for round 1. Tune in next week where we're gonna tackle round 2 for winners and round 1 for losers. At least that's how I pictured it in my head. And also round 1 recaps, because Also, please post your replays. I know that the OP says replays are not mandatory, but I encourage all of you to post your replays because I like looking at replays. I like looking back at matches. It gives me an opportunity to talk about each and every one of you and how much you can improve. Alright? Good. So, any last words, PokeArt, especially to your opponent?
I don't know about to my opponent, but let me just say, post your replays. We all have a right to invade your privacy.
Thank you. Thank you for that message. Anyway, we'll see you next week for round 2 recap. Until then, this has been Micoy, signing out.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I always forget about that. I'm a YouTuber now. Please subscribe.
And click the notification